Sorry about the sound quality in the video, but that's related to the very first tip, and that is if you have a phone that you're going to bring, which I would recommend. A lot of people say don't, I say do for the navigation and emergency contact purposes, but and pictures. But if you do, put it in a life-proof case or something waterproof, at least maybe one of those little cheap waterproof baggies that you can put them in, like they sell at Walmart or whatever. You can get them online. But yeah, anyways, waterproof case for your phone. That would be the #1 tip. Right off the bat, I'm going to do 3 things that you're not going to see in most of the other videos. Or maybe you will. I haven't watched them, to be honest. But you're going to want to have a handful of these little bungee cords. You can pick these up super cheap. They're all a tangled mess, but these ones are cool too, with the little balls, wrap them around stuff, hook them onto your canoe. So you're gonna want to have bungee cords. You probably want to have some big ones too, but bungee cords. #2 thing you're gonna want to have. I've had a lot of mishaps. Rod floats. I'm gonna bring these, see if my dad wants them, because he has an old school tackle box. He doesn't have the kayak crate situation. My kayak crate has little bungees that'll hold the poles in, so they shouldn't go anywhere. But for him, his will probably be laying in the bottom of the canoe the way we used to always do it, and these would be a good way to keep them from sinking to the bottom if anything tragic were to happen. These are really cheap, so I think they come 3 to a pack. I've got 4 in here. The other 2 are somewhere else. But anyways, the #3 thing you're not going to see in a lot of these videos probably, sidearm. You can carry a revolver, whatever you want. This is a Glock 19. It's not got round chambered, so don't freak out. But anyways, you're going to want a sidearm. I spent a lot of time on the river. I used to work for a canoe rental. People get out on the river, they get hot, they get drunk, they get tired, they get crazy. They do crazy things. Drunk people are very unpredictable. A lot of people get mean when they get drunk. Besides that, you sometimes deal with landowners. You know, they don't want you to park your canoe a certain place. They might cause you problems. You might have problems with, I don't know if any of you have ever seen Deliverance. That could be a problem. Paddle faster if you hear banjos. But it's also bear country, so I'm not worried about the bears, but whatever, you know, there's a lot of problems that aren't bears that can be solved with a handgun. So we always carry a handgun when we're out on the rivers. And all right, guys, I'm going to be doing this in small sections so I can get it all in one frame here, and I don't have to have it all packed out just in case my kid gets home and things get crazy. So I'm going to start on the right here. This is a Sawyer camp filter and a Sawyer mini in here. This is like kind of your standard backpacking cook kit. I don't know where this came from exactly, but it does have a fuel canister and a stovetop in there, so, and a little sponge. So got like a cup and a bowl, and pretty nice little deal there. Another cup, 2 Mountain House meals. This is gonna be an overnight canoe camping trip. So, and we're gonna have a cooler with us as well, with some other stuff in it, maybe some sandwiches or something like that. This is a bug net for the hammock, the straps for the hammock, and an inflatable mattress. We're taking one-man tents, one-man backpacking tents and hammocks, so we can have the best of both worlds. We don't have to haul it all on our back, so why not? That's all in here. This, pretty self-explanatory, a rain jacket. This is the hammock. It's a double-person hammock. This is my clothes bag. In there I got 2 pairs of socks, 2 pairs of underwear, swimming shorts, and another primary change of clothes, shirt, shorts. So that's what's in there. Oh, and there's like a little packable puffy jacket in there for if it's cold in the morning or at night or whatever. So 2 Nalgene's. I don't know if I mentioned that or not, but they're there, it's obvious. So that's what I got here, and I'm going to go on to the next slide. All right, this is the rest of the the mainline gear here. First off, let's just get this out of the way. A fishing net, generally might not bring that on a canoe trip, but there's supposedly some pretty big bass in this river, and we're also targeting trout, so you do need a net for trout. In here I have a poncho liner and a summer sleeping bag. So one for the hammock, one for the tent, or you can double up. I don't think it's gonna be super cold. But a Sea to Summit inflatable pillow, a pair of shoes, because at the end of the day, shoes are gonna be soaking wet. You're gonna want something dry. That'll help, you know, if you gotta walk out of the tent or the hammock, move around a little bit, throw something in the fire, go take a pee, whatever. This is kind of along those lines. This is like a fold out towel. I think it's made for like outdoor picnics or something, but it folds out, and I use it as like a foot mat outside of the tent to put my shoes on and stuff like that. Sunscreen and bug spray, pretty self-explanatory. It's not a weight issue or space issue or anything like that, so might as well bring that. 2 knives, solid camp knife, more knife, a roll top waterproof pouch. It's got one of these doodads on it. Don't know what they're called, but those are cool. Fork, spoon, all that stuff. First aid kit. Supposedly a pretty dangerous river. Most dangerous one in the state. So, blue towels, poop paper, wiping stuff off of you, whatever. A big tarp. This is a big heavy tarp. Kind of cheap. Bought it at Walmart, but should serve all the purposes. Probably won't even use it, but just in case I want to sleep in the hammock and it's rainy or whatever, there's that. I need a dedicated hammock tarp, but I don't have one. This is a survival kit. Has some basic stuff in it: a mirror, a whistle, water purification tabs, 550 cord, stuff like that. Tent stakes. The reason there's 2 different kinds, these are for sandy areas, and these are for, you know, normal soil. Sometimes one does better than the other, so I like to carry both. And anyways, that is pretty much all of the mainline gear. The rest is going to be fishing stuff and stuff in the cooler. And by stuff in the cooler, I mean cold drinks and possibly sandwiches and probably, you know, beef jerky, just some snacks, stuff like that. Whatever, ice, things to make the trip more enjoyable. As far as storage, hang on, I'm going to roll in another clip and I'll get to storage. Alright, storage, pickle barrels, or maybe olive barrels. You'll have to look it up online. I may roll in some pictures of them here. But that's what we were using to store all this crap in. Pickle barrels, and then 5-gallon buckets with the Gamma Seal lids. We used 1 pickle barrel instead of 2, and it ended up working pretty good. It didn't leak. The 5-gallon buckets did leak though. So just make sure you have everything double waterproof sealed. Like, have everything in the roll top sacks, even inside of your waterproof containers, because everything's just water resistant, nothing's waterproof. Sorry, this boy here is all tore up. My female's in heat, and he's not right in the head. He's normally a good boy, but he's asking for favors, not sexual favors. He wants to go outside and to take care of business. But anyways, can't do it right now. Not ready for puppies, but he'd probably make some pretty ones. Here we go. Look at the camera. See there? Yep. But anyways, so storage, pickle barrels, olive barrels, all that good stuff. If you guys are planning on taking a dog in your canoe, it's a fun thing to do. Better behaved the dog is, the more experience he has, the better that'll go. But one thing to consider is dogs aren't really expert canoers. They don't understand gravity 100%, and they don't understand you know, basic canoeing skills, really. Some of them freak out. They lean the wrong way. They zig when they should have zagged, you know, and it can end up in you getting wet and having a bad time. That did happen to me once. The canoe was overloaded and high centered. You know, we had our center of gravity up too high, and a big old dog in there. The dog went to one side, we went to one side. So anyways, we got wet. One story, this is unrelated, but we were in a, this was actually not in a canoe. We were in a little flat bottom boat, and we were coming around a bend with some current in it, and we got stuck up on a log that was sticking up out of the water, and we really couldn't get out of it, so we ended up pitching all the gear out, and me and my buddy jumping out. My dad stayed in trying to wiggle back and forth, get the thing off the log. But we jumped out and tried to start catching whatever gear we could. And we had the big dog with us, the German Shepherd, and threw him out of the boat. And he was helping us get all the crap floating down the river. He went and grabbed the cooler. He was grabbing shoes. Threw a rope over, and we were trying to pull on the rope to get the boat off the log, and he was pulling on the rope with his teeth. I mean, it was pretty incredible, the things that dog was doing. You have to be there to believe it, but there were witnesses. It is true. He was the best dog ever. But he even matched the shoes up. He probably retrieved five shoes out of the deal, and he put the correct matches beside each other. It's pretty crazy. But anyways, good old dog there. But if your dog is not a unknown rescue swimmer, it might result in bad things. But if you have a well-behaved dog, take him out there. You'll have a great time. All right, guys. Now we're at the fishing part of the video, and so one thing, obviously, bungee straps. You're gonna want a lot of different bungee straps, big ones, little ones, whatever. Strap all your gear down. As you see, I got more bungee straps. I can actually strap it to this, and not just the ones that go over the top of it, you know what I mean? But for the sake of the video, I went ahead and unhooked them. And then if you pull them out, you can clip them other places too. So, got these two big dry boxes, as you can see. I'll get into that in just a second. First, quick little thing, GoPro mount. Whenever I get in the canoe, I'll probably clip this on the little mid rails, or clip it on the side of the canoe, something like that, or just throw it in the bottom or in a bag, whatever. But got that. So this here is all my soft plastics. Bunch of soft plastics. Swim baits and a Plano storage bag. Then I got the, okay, I'll have to open that up, I guess. Or maybe I won't, I can just tell you what's in it. This is my bass fishing stuff. This is my trout fishing stuff, for simplicity's sake. This is the KVD speed bag. They're cool for lots of things. Just real simple, you know, it's great. So, anyways, there's that and that and that. On the smallmouth stuff here, that's primarily what we're gonna be doing. I got rod holders. I got one more on the way. They only had 3 of these at Walmart, so I ordered one on walmart.com. It'll be here before next weekend, and we'll be in business. So, let's see here. KVD speed bags, those are great. So, this is the Plano 1600 storage box, which is great. And this is mostly stuff for after I catch a fish, but it's also some other bull crap. So it's a headlight, and this is the GoPro I use for fish release videos. Like when I'm releasing them, I stick this underwater, try to get some cool footage. I haven't exactly done it yet, but I'm trying. Phone tether, toilet paper, but this is what primarily it is: a scale, a flashlight, fish grips, pliers, a whistle, extra bungee cords, just a bunch of, this is kind of like a toolbox, if you will, for your kayak. So keep that in the tackle box. Some good stuff in there you might want. Anyway, so this is pretty much the fishing deal. This will sit in the canoe. Fishing poles will sit in it sometimes if they're not laying in the bottom. But this will be a good way to keep them from laying in the bottom, getting all tangled up and stepped on and wet and ruined pretty much. So, and this box here is all my camera gear. It is all of my GoPro stuff, and there's a little solar charger and a battery bank and fun stuff like that. So I guess I can open it, why not? I got these duct tape so they stop popping off. There's a hot tip for you, and just some GoPro stuff. So that's probably where I'll put my keys too. stuff like that. But anyways, it all fits in here pretty good. Forgot to close that. Little jig head. Yeah. Pretty good. Calm down, buddy. Oh, jeez. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Move here. No, not for a little ways. In the gills, belly, throat thing. Yeah. Looks like it. Yeah, it's just hung up on that mossy rock, I do believe. No, it's not that big, but yeah. I'm gonna have to stop and get a new worm soon. Yeah. If I can get him out. He got off. We got him on video though. Yeah, I think it was. He didn't want his picture taken. Yep, from what I understand, the best smallmouth fishing is going to be past